4th, 2021, a large-scale online conference, Global Crisis, that already affects everyone, took place, and the broadcast lasted more than 11 hours with simultaneous translation into 72 languages, including sign language, Swahili, Hindi, Indonesian, Creole, Admun, Chechen, and even languages such as Belgian and Surgut dialect of Khanty language and many other languages of the world. There has never been such a number of translations in languages in the history of international conferences. Volunteer interpreters, thanks to whom this became possible, are not professional simultaneous interpreters, but in friendly international team interaction, everyone succeeded because everyone helped each other, shared their experience, and thanks to these people in different parts of the world, everyone heard this important information. And this motivated ordinary people to take part in the conference, and they did it from the bottom of their heart, from the understanding of globality and the need for this information for every person on the planet. Such effort is unbearable for the large corporations with their huge financial capital, while ordinary people like you and me were able to bring this to life. Then what is all of the humanity capable of doing together?
Hello friends, right now we are at the live broadcast of the international online conference Global Crisis, this already affects everyone. Right now, right in front of your eyes, you can see Her Royal Highness Dr. Uba Ivunva speaking. And besides her, there were a lot of respected speakers, and there will be more of them, as it is just the 6th hour of the conference now, the 7th hour, sorry. And the topics that are touched upon, the topics that are being raised, they are so vital for every person today. You know, I would like to express my great gratitude to everyone who participated in the preparation of this conference. The amount of information that was analyzed, the number of man-hours that was spent on preparation, video editing, dubbing, translations, design, right, of animated inserts. It's just incomprehensible. And you know, it doesn't fit in your head that all this has become possible. And you know, the most beautiful thing is that it is done by ordinary people, that it is done by volunteers. People who understand how important it is for every person on the planet to understand, to realize the seriousness of the situation in which we, as humanity, find ourselves. And finally, wake up and start acting, start uniting, start really combining our efforts, our knowledge, our skills, our best abilities and talents in order to build a world where everyone will be comfortable, a world where we can survive the cataclysms with our heads held high. And a world where indeed our children will live happily, where they will not die of famine, they will not die of dehydration or because they breathe polluted air, where they will grow up in happiness and joy. And we are the people on whom the future depends. Our future and the future of all mankind.
We have just finished the Spanish broadcast of the conference Global Crisis. This already affects everyone. To tell the truth, As a volunteer from behind the screen, I would like to say that it was very interesting to participate because it was more than 11 hours of delivering tangible evidence. Evidence that can be followed with respect. Evidence that can, shall we say, be contrasted, if you will. No matter how old you are, if you're watching this video, it's very likely that you will have to experience things which you are not prepared for, which our world engineering is not prepared for either. But we are going to survive a stage where we have the possibility of creating a history. We have the opportunity of participating in a very important process and leaving our names in history, of showing our future generations that we want to create a better world and that we are going to do it. It seems that there is no chance, but there is. There is an immense chance named Creative Society of the Alatra Movement. It doesn't matter what happened to you before, it doesn't matter what you've done. Here comes the time of wisdom, time to love and to feel. The time comes to forgive, because without it, it's going to be much more complicated for us. But if we learn to love and to forgive everything we have to do from now on, it will be quite easy and bearable. So friends, we don't have to wait for the Creative Society. It is there for all of us. And all we have to do to participate is to have a desire to act.
I was really happy to participate in the conference on the topic of global crisis that took place on July 24th. That was my first time to be an interpreter in such a big conference like that. I think that this is a tremendous experience that I have ever had. It inspired not only my friends, but also other people to be involved in dealing with the global breakdown that has already happened. It is important to motivate people to pay more attention and to contribute all their energies in supporting, improving, and creating a better world, not only for us, but also for our children in the future. Because this planet is not only for us, but also for our future and our offspring as well. So thanks a lot to Alatra TV for this opportunity, and I'm looking forward to having more such chances in the future. Thank you so much.
Hello dear friends, my name is Polite Mkabela from Eswatini. After watching the international conference, Global Crisis, this already affects everyone. As always, after watching conferences and after receiving some insights, I always feel a huge glow of happiness, and it is such an honor and a privilege to be amongst people who really care for the lives of other people, who really care for the future of humanity. And after watching this conference, there is one thing that really happened to me. I don't know if I'm gonna call it fear or shock, but it made me realize how urgent this message is. It made me realize how hopeless is our future in the consumer society, the consumer format. And we really need to change the format. We really need to create a creative society. It is very, very important to save our lives, because the consumer format does not care about saving human life. That's why we need to change the format.
Hello, dear viewers. My name is Anastasia. I'm one of the simultaneous interpreters for Finnish from Russian to Finnish language. And I just want to show you a little bit of the process, how it actually happens. Right here, I have a screen where the conference is going on, and I have earphones for the interpreting. And just right now, I have a small chance to have a rest. My friend is interpreting the conference. We do it together. And as for the time, I can say that it's deep in the night. It's 4 o'clock in the morning, and I think you can see it by the way I look. And I'm very happy that I have this opportunity to participate in such an important event for all humanity.
And I was really very happy, and I'm very happy to be part of yesterday's conference, global conference on global crisis 2021. I participated in this conference as a translator. It was very important conference. We happened to listen to the great scholars, research persons, scientists who are really very serious about the crisis, all this crisis of the globe. Yes, we humans are dying on the verge of extinction, like all other species of the world. Water level is drying, going down. The climate is changing. Artificial intelligence is taking over all the industries, all the intellectual places where now people are working. This conference was really very important at this junction of crisis, and I really would request all whoever watching this conference on YouTube, in all other social platforms, please convey all the messages the conference tried to send, because I believe everyone should understand what is coming in future, what world we are making for our progeny, because we together create a creative society where we can stand against all this crisis, and we can come out with a possible solution to save the world, to save human race, humanity. And I believe even the conference also sent the same message: love is the ultimate weapon, and it can be happen only when we join hands together. So thank you, Allatra Unites in Creative Society, for giving me this chance to translate the entire conference in our language, Hindi, for Indian audience. Thank you.
Friends, this conference has shown that we, Allatra volunteers, can do a lot in this world. We have to unite. Time. There is no more time. So we have to do our best, do all we can, so that there is still Earth in the future. So that together, united, we can change the vector of development of our society, from the consumer to the creative, so that we can live as one human family. Thank you to everyone who helped, all the translators, technical support, and volunteers who made such a beautiful conference possible. Because it brought so much truth and so much important information so that people could make their choice what kind of world they want to live in. Thank you all.
Hello everyone. At the conference, I am engaged in technical support for interpreters, helping them to set up equipment, install and understand programs for simultaneous interpretation. I was inspired by the fact that a lot of interpreters joined us once learned about the conference shortly before it.
I learned about the conference just 2 days before it. I was responsible for simultaneous interpreting in Estonian. We worked together with one girl, Zhenya, and managed to go. We had been interpreting all 11-12 hours of the conference. It was very difficult. We were afraid we did not believe in ourselves. Everything turned out thanks to our super team, our translators, the technical part, our Estonian language team. Thank you all very much. They believed in us more than we believed in ourselves. They did everything. They were our hands, feet, head, heart, soul. They did everything to make this conference work out, to make our interpreting work out. Of course, there were some problems, but we solved everything, coped with everything, helped each other a lot, helped before the conference, during and after the conference, supported each other, and only due to this we managed all together. Thank you all very much, and if you want to join us, you're welcome. We are always open and always waiting for you, and you will always succeed. Thank you very much.
I was doing everything for the first time. When I dubbed my first text, my whole body was shaking with fear that so many people were listening to me, that I had to read the text correctly so that people would understand me, so that it would make sense, to convey the right meaning to people. In a word, the guys helped me out as best as they could, and wherever they could, while encouraging. This joint work inspired confidence. Even if you don't have any experience and knowledge at all, but this desire, first of all, the desire to do something good and to support the guys, helped to move forward. And such freedom, lightness, joy, happiness comes. It fills you up. And they offered me, Anton, will you take another text? And I say, yes, give me another one. And such a positive internal uplift. And fatigue disappears somewhere. And on such a positive wave, you want to interpret more. More and more, give me more. And it is already difficult simply to stop. You are swelling in all sides, and you feel how this pace, time is accelerating, and how the wave is rising and rising, and you are just filled with something. And you want to share it with all people. With the whole planet with these feelings, emotions. This positive, with this message you want to convey.
We are especially inspired by aged interpreters who are not afraid of difficulties, master the equipment and programs, and everything because they understand the importance of the conference. For example, Agrafena Semyonovna, who is interpreting into Khanty language, is 70 years old, and she does not have her own computer, so she asked her friend, Yefim. And we set up all the necessary programs on his laptop, and he was by her side during the conference, for which we are very grateful to both of them.
This conference lasted for a very long time, but we did our best to interpret it into the Surgut dialect of the Handi language from the beginning to the end. I liked this conference because the question was raised about how to create, how to organize a creative society all over the planet. Not a consumer society, but a society of those people who would make our planet better, make their lives better, without consuming too many natural resources. Because today there are very big problems: environmental, climatic, political, linguistic, and so on. Every person needs to think not only about himself. We need to think about our neighbors. We need to think about our loved ones, about our ancestors who left us all the wealth, and about future descendants who will have to sort out everything that we are doing. We are now today living in a global crisis, and we need to be very clear about what dangers await us, what can be done to at least somehow level all this, and how our descendants will live on. Thank you for everything.
Another example is Aizan, the Chechen interpreter. I remember when we set up her laptop by phone, I was very moved by her words. I am very happy that I have the opportunity to participate in this conference and thereby help people. It made me realize that there really are many good, kind people in the world who are willing to act for the benefit of others. Thank you all so much for inspiring us all to move forward with your actions.
I want to express my great gratitude to those who gave me the opportunity to be in the mainstream of global events. I must say that the conference Global Crisis, This Already Affects Everyone, made a huge impression on me. I came to know a lot and learned a lot due to it. Much of what I saw and heard was familiar to me, but there were moments that shocked and frightened me. The purpose of the conference was to provide a comprehensive overview of the external and internal factors of the rapidly worsening global crisis, which already affects everyone. And I covered this problem as best as I could, simultaneously interpreting the speakers. Working with the whole team, I realized that if people from all over the world unite for the good of the future, they will achieve, if not everything, then a lot. The next conference will be held in December of this year, and I will be happy to take part in it.
As you can see, it's very early in the morning here, and it has just ended the very interesting conference. I'm just smiling right now, as it is because all this process was done by people with an just unbelievably friendly atmosphere, with the aim to really bring the whole information to the whole humanity, to make the real, absolutely deep and well-informed wake-up call for everyone, so that every one of us can really responsibly decide what to do right now. That is the point. That's actually what we wanted to do with that. For me, as a translator during this conference, and as a big honor to be there like that, it was also a process of getting so many new information, so many new, and getting the really complex understanding what is going on with the planet right now, what is going on with our own life in the very, very near future. And somewhere it's already happening. And to some people it's already reality. And yes, this is also an invitation for you to get informed as well. Because as you can see, although the information is serious, I'm smiling. The reason is that there is a way out, and we already, people from all over the world, we are uniting. Because we are aware that the only way out is to unite, is to search for the solutions together. That's the only way for humans, for that what makes humans from us, and that is our compassion. That is placing really human on the first place. But the point is that we have to share the information. If we won't share the information, nothing like that will happen. This is the way we are sharing the information. Just go and share with the others. If you want that the human life is preserved, that life on the planet Earth, on the whole, is preserved, that we all survive. If you want that, go and share. There is nothing of more importance at the moment. Thank you.
Keep informing people already in the next conference, Global Crisis, Time of the Truth, which will take place on December 4th, 2021. We want to increase the number of simultaneous translation languages. Therefore, if you or your friends know any language and also understand the need to convey real information about the climate to the population, then please connect with us. Write an email to the Creative Society volunteers, info@allatraunites.com, and we will contact you. Together, we'll be able to notify the whole world, preserve our civilization, and build a creative society where everyone will be happy.